374 million years ago, fishtail has officially taken over the Earth. This is a huge step forward for vertebrates, former fishtail, living in the shadow of a behemoth. Now it has become the overlord of the ocean. Like these duncefish, the descendants of what used to be some tiny turtles, but right now they are nearly 9 meters long. You can cross the sea with just your body, even the Yundenxiu. There are also parents the size of a petal, as the greatest predator pots. As mentioned at the beginning, the story of the Devons is an era of fish rule, so all kinds of fish wandering in the rivers, lakes and seas, and one of them, a new type of fish, it's thriving. These are meat-finned fish. There are meat-finned fish that are really, really big. With its terrifying size, they don't even spare their own kind. The way some meat-finned fish breed, it is already quite different from traditional fish. It uses an older form of lun to breed. This also allows them to be brief on land. Survive in a world where fish eat fish. Those smaller meat-finned fish has lost its advantage, so we have to keep going to the diving area for shelter. But this is clearly not a long-term solution either. So in order to find a new living space, they started trying to log in. These meat-finned fish, it wasn't the first thing to land. The amputees got ashore before them, but also because of the frequency of water and their mighty horsemen, it has gradually evolved into a dead branch. Therefore, tetrapods began to appear on land. However, remember our theme. Time came 360 million years ago. Yundenxiu has ruled the oceans for 20 million years. Even those early sharks also live under their rule. But this is not very long. During this period, ocean nutrients start to surge. This also results in the number of plankton is exploding. The short answer is grumpy. This massive violence, mania, is also very rare. When these plankton, when diving in the sun, that soup-like body of water will start to rot, and it causes the oxygen levels in the ocean to spike, lose the indispensable elements of life. So a lot of marine life started to suffocate to death. And their dead life. But that's only half the story. The reason why a large amount of nutrients are suddenly released into the ocean, there must be a reason for that. The culprit of everything, it came from the mainland. That's right, land plants at this time. It's already spectacular. This is also about to create the highest oxygen content in after the Great Depression of the Devons. Life in the ocean is horrible, but there was prosperity on land. As we mentioned earlier, the first animals to land, it's those amputees. And in this era we call it Carboniferous, due to the fact that animal activities are not very frequent. So plants became the masters of the land. Towering trees tens of meters high, blinding the sun. These cuts, limbs breathe in a very specific way. So what the dragonflies do is they use their trachea. The system breathes. So, high oxygen levels also make their bodies huge. During the food alter period, a dragonfly about the size of an eagle dominate the sky. On land, spiders the size of human heads run amok. And those robbing centipedes, the body length can even reach to 0.5 meters, are amputees. So charcoal is also known as the age of giant insects. Street male centipede, although there is the word centipede in the name, but they are closer to the road, although they look terrifying on the outside. But she's actually a vegetarian. Except for these animals, we have a lot of coal today. It is also this era, the wealth of assets left to us, and mud basins and mass extinctions. Although the era of fish has ended, but it allowed vertebrates to successfully reach land. Those once meat-finned fish, after countless years of adaptation, has successfully evolved from fleshy fins to dead. Then from tetrapods, amphibians evolved. These amphibians, also a top layer at the eater level, that's them, established a dynasty that later belonged to the reptiles. So let's keep going. Let's move on to the next mass extinction event. And the next disaster. It is also the beginning of life. The most terrifying, the worst mass extinction event ever.